Now I would like to call to the podium Dr. John Jackson, Associate Professor of Black Studies, who will nominate our next honoree. John?
Mr. President, it is my great pleasure to present Dr. Orlando Taylor for the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters.
And again, I read from the diploma. The trustees of Denison University, by virtue of the authority vested in them and upon recommendation of the faculty thereof, confer upon Orlando Taylor, Denison class of 1957, consummate scholar whose numerous publications have advanced the discipline of communications and whose prowess in grantsmanship serves to advance inclusiveness in public leadership through innovative research, training, and program development initiatives at Howard University, where he serves as Vice Provost for Research, Dean of the Graduate School, and Professor of Communications. Veteran educator whose teaching career includes posts at Indiana University, Stanford University, the University of Pittsburgh, and the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching. Passionate advocate for the educational progress of students of color. Transformative leader whose commitment to access and equity in higher education and to graduate education has enriched and diversified the ranks of the American Academy. The degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, given the village of Granville in the state of Ohio, the 17th day of May 2009, being the 233rd year of the Republic, and of the University, the 178th. Orlando, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, and in token of this action, I direct that you be invested with the hood appropriate to your degree, and present you this diploma. And now I'd like to call upon Dr. Orlando Taylor to share some words on this commencement day. As you heard earlier, Dr. Taylor's association with Denison started in the 1950s when he was a part of an exchange program with the Hampton Institute, a historically black institution. More recently, we asked Dr. Taylor to come back in 2007 to be the keynote speaker at the second annual Role of Faculty Mentoring in Undergraduate Study and Post-Baccalaureate Persistence and Success, a program here on campus. And just yesterday, Dr. Taylor was part of a Department of Communication program, at which time the department dedicated a student paper award in Dr. Taylor's name at a reception where he was a guest of honor. In accepting our invitation to award him an honorary degree, Dr. Taylor said this: "This unexpected honor will hold a very special place for me because of the distinguished stature of Denison University in American higher education, and because the university played such a significant role in my personal and intellectual development as a young man. Dr. Taylor will share with us leaving Denison and entering a global community." Dr. Taylor.
President, Trustee Hoagland, and other distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, members of the faculty, parents, friends, guests, and particularly the graduates of the class of 2009. First and foremost, I want to congratulate each graduate here today. You have labored in the academic vineyard of Denison University for 4 or maybe even more years, and today you reap the reward for your labor, a degree from one of the finest universities in the United States, no, the world. I would like also to congratulate those of you in the audience who have in your own ways made this day possible. Faculty mentors and advisors, university administrators and staff, parents, family members, significant others, alumni, and just plain friends that have walked with these graduates along their journeys. Without you, all of you, this day would not be possible for the graduates. Your collective presence makes this occasion a wonderful testament to the longevity and the continuity of excellence at Denison University. After all, it takes a village to produce a graduate. On a personal level, I cannot begin to find the words to tell you how deeply honored I feel today who have been selected to receive an honorary degree from this great university. I came here 53 years ago, as a baby, of course. At a very different time in our country's history and at the university. Despite being one of only 3 black students enrolled in the university at the time, and living in what was then an all-white town, I found my intellectual and personal voice here. And I learned lessons and gained friends here that helped to lay the foundation for my entire life and career. My world was refined and sharpened significantly by several members of the Denison faculty, especially Senior Professor and Department Chair Lionel Crocker and William Hall of the Department of Speech, and the late Professor Donald Valdez of the Department of Sociology. I knew these men for a relatively short period of time, just a few months really, but each in their own way had a lasting impact on my intellectual life. I deeply regret, particularly Dr. Valdez, that they could not be here today. In their honor, however, and in recognition of the vital role that current Denison faculty members play in mentoring and making a difference for today's students, I accept this accolade with deep humility. Today's 2009 Denison graduates will join the ranks of over 1.5 million individuals who will obtain undergraduate degrees this year from American colleges and universities. Some people will stop there and just count you as a statistic. Perhaps to congratulate each one of you for being a member of yet another large class of men and women from the United States and around the world who earned a college degree from one of our excellent liberal arts colleges. Still others will remark about the tough challenges that you will face upon receipt of your degrees today. They might focus, for example, on the current worldwide economic downturn, the difficulty that many college graduates are likely to face this year in securing a job, perhaps you whisper that, or simply the state of the world, from war to swine flu. Yes, you will enter a hot, flat, and crowded world, in the words of the noted author Thomas Friedman, and one filled with abundant challenges. But I implore you to focus on the half-full side of the glass and focus on the many opportunities that will be available to you with your Denison degrees, whether you go on to graduate or professional school or to a job. Thus, in my view, the most important question that you should ponder today during this ceremony and the days ahead is, what will I do with my degree from Denison? I hope that you will consider the following as you seek to answer this profound question. One, I hope you'll all commit to a lifetime of learning. You get your degrees today at a time of the greatest explosion of knowledge and mechanisms for delivering and retrieving it than at any other point in the history of humankind. A few years ago, John Nesbitt, the futurist, estimated that information would double by this point in time of world history, would double every 2 years at this point in time of world history. What a daunting thought. If true, it means that a student entering Denison 4 years ago with knowledge of all of the information in the universe at that time would learn rather astonishingly today that the amount of now known information in the universe has perhaps tripled since your journey started. And in just a few years, information may double or triple again. And this pattern will probably repeat itself throughout your lives. What this means is that no matter what your honors are today, or what your grade point average might be upon graduation, your Denison degree will soon be out of date. This means, and I hate to tell you this, particularly the parents who paid for it, that each one of you must commit to being a student for life. Not one necessarily enrolled in a college or a university, but one who maintains a hunger for learning new things and one open to hearing and grasping new ideas and perspectives.